And now, ladies and gentlemen, our feature presentation, the Hadron Gospel Hour.
In the year 2008, in a secret underground lab beneath the Large Hadron Collider, Dr. Oppenheimer Valdini was experimenting with a way to weaponize the so-called Hadron effect and create the most destructive force ever known to mankind. A freak accident caused the Hadron weapon to misfire, tearing a rift in the fabric of space-time, remaking our world and the parallel timelines of the multiverse into an infinite succession of horrors. Mike Wilkinson, IT guy by day and indie filmmaker by night, was snatched from his world and thrust into a terrifying dimension of madness and pseudoscience. Now, Oppenheimer and Mike roam the multiverse, chronicling the end of all that is, desperately trying to find a way to heal the rift and restore order to the timelines, the only way they know how, by hosting a podcast.
Hadron Gospel Hour, written by Michael McQuilkin and Richard Wentworth, starring Richard Wentworth, Michael McQuilkin, Lisa McQuilkin, Michael Atkinson, and Kevin Harrington. With special guests, Sean Carter and Krista Weiss.
So you agree with me then?
No. If you're stating that, we've reached some sort of accord because I merely quoted your previous statements.
Hameroff and Penrose postulate that microtubules encompass the whole of the mind, the physical brain, and that when all physical support systems fail, the contents or quantum processing of these microtubules persist.
Tell us something we don't know.
Doctor, with all due respect, this is a well-known quantum theory that serves no real...
Theory? Ha! This pleases me.
Moreover, conscious choices by sentient agents are transported into physical theory in a way that directly accounts for the ability of a person's conscious choices to causally influence the activity in his or her physical brain.
Thanks, Professor Stab.
Ah, so you're familiar with the concept.
Who isn't?
Of course I am familiar, Doctor, and there's no need to inject an air of condescension. Oh, hello, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys.
Michael, I was certain you wouldn't see you for at least another 12 hours, what with all the extensive drift exploration over the past few days.
Me too. Couldn't sleep. Insomnia. What are you all talking about anyways?
Ghosts.
Ghosts?
Yes, ghosts, Michael. As we edge closer to the tritium of all Hellotide, I find myself drawn to the old discussions of the spirit world.
Technically, here in the bunker, we aren't really on any one particular timeline.
Agreed. However, since the accident, part of my penance, if you will, was to observe the holidays and anniversaries of the prefecture timeline. The timeline I hope to return us all to someday.
Right. And besides, here in the Rift, it's always 5 o'clock on Halloween somewhere, right? High five. No? Okay.
Doctor, while I originally found the spontaneous discourse intriguing, I feel it has, to coin a non-humorous expression with a hint of nautical whimsy, run aground.
Sounds like more like I'm beating you all into submission with my radical theories and impervious logic.
Well, Higsby, you're the closest to any sort of quantum reality out of all of us. What's it look like from your end?
Well, to be honest, Mike, speaking strictly on a particle level, alive or dead, you all kind of look the same to me.
Fair enough.
Our rather unique predicament provides us a peek into potential future timelines, and they have yielded similar inconclusive results.
I wouldn't call them inconclusive, Ashley. With shows like Extreme Parasite Cosmonauts and Ghost Spelunkers still generating a 0.0 success rate, producing any evidence of spirit contact.
Actually, Mike, I believe a group of weather forecasters with the same pseudoscientific equipment would net the same results.
Either way, I'd say we have our answer.
Absolutely not. The only answer we have here is no answer at all. The gaping chasm of the unknown that only science and curiosity can illuminate.
Agreed. But there's still no such thing as ghosts.
Come now, who among us can say that they don't feel even a tingle of excitement at the prospect of entering a darkened room or wielding a Ouija planchette?
Well, for me, there is no such thing as the dark. But I see where you're going with this, Doctor.
Hey guys, With all the access we have to all these different timelines, isn't the idea of being alive or dead kind of irrelevant?
Technically.
Well, on that ambiguous note, I'm going to give sleep another shot.
Good luck, Mike.
Yeah, good luck, Mike. Why do you think you're having so much trouble sleeping?
I don't know. The mattress I'm sleeping on kind of stinks. Also, that creepy old shortwave radio that keeps turning on and off by itself definitely doesn't help. Well, good night, all.
Hold on a moment, Michael. What shortwave radio?
Oh, I didn't tell you about that? Yeah, I found it in the storage buried under a bunch of technical magazines and pulp sci-fi rags from the 50s. I don't even think it was plugged in. Kind of weird.
Ashley, Space Catalog.
Tobin's Spirit Guide. Already on it, Doctor.
The stench in here, Michael. It's overpowering. Oh, there it is.
Yes, the shortwave radio appears to be inactive. As Mike suspected, the power supply is not currently attached.
You guys know that we're all currently whispering, right?
Of course. Until Ashley's research comes up with some sort of match to this obviously haunted device, we should maintain a low profile in its presence.
Okie doke.
So, the radio, when it turned on, were you able to make out the voices?
I guess so. I figured it was just picking up a signal from somewhere. Some old Orson Welles shadow broadcast or something.
Unlikely, Mike. This primitive device is incapable of receiving any subspace or hyperspace transmissions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, it wasn't plugged in.
Oh, look, I get it. I told you I was tired.
Many of the greatest scientific discoveries of the modern era were uncovered by sleep-deprived individuals, a typically diminished anabolic state.
Great.
Did you know that cats ordinarily sleep 3/4?
It would appear that the ancient shortwave device has activated spontaneously without the benefit of power.
That's a safe bet. Also, I'm done with the whispering.
This is fascinating! Clearly we have an otherworldly transient energy source powering the device!
Your world is doomed, commie parasites.
That's the voice I heard.
Though you seek to destroy our way of life, we will not bow down to your red menace. We will burrow deep into the earth, deeper than your tendrils can reach. We will rise up to defend our glorious freedom from the lax of your inscrutable pigos.
Oh, that's a bit disappointing.
Yeah, standard Cold War paranoia fare. So do you think it's some kind of pre-programmed loop or...
Or what? I hear you, commie jerks. Scheming and conniving.
It would appear that this is not a pre-recorded program, Mike.
Michael, it can hear us! I told you! Ghosts!
The only ghost in here is gonna be you nuclear bomb-stealing monsters.
Here I was thinking it was just the world's worst alarm clock.
Ashley, anything yet?
Affirmative, Doctor. I have a positive voice print ID. Oscar Copperpot, born July 1933, disappeared May 1983, presumed dead.
Dead? I ain't dead. I'm here, in my bunker. What kind of crazy commie line trickery is this?
Yes, Oscar Copperpot.
You know this guy?
No, but I knew of him. You see, he was the man who originally created the bunker.
Whoa, really?
Yes. You see, Michael, the outer shell of the bunker is made of what is arguably Mr. Copperpot's greatest contribution to modern science. Capernium, a dense yet lightweight material impervious to most forms of radiation.
Oh, so that's why we can survive out here in hyperspace.
Precisely.
Typical commies, talking amongst yourselves like I didn't even hear. Rude.
Yes, forgive us, Mr. Copperpot. I believe introductions are in order, as well as a considerable debt of gratitude. My name is Dr. Francis Oppenheimer Aldini. This is Mike Wilkinson. The floating smiling particle to my left is a Higgs boson particle.
I'm Higsby.
And the disembodied voice you heard is our advanced servitor heuristic, Ashley.
A lot of that disembodied voice action going on lately.
Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb? How did you get in my bunker? Aren't you dead?
No, Mr. Copperpot, he's just named after that guy. J. Robert Oppenheimer is long gone.
Technically.
Technically.
So strange. I can hear you all, but I can't see you. I know I'm in my bunker, but don't remember how. So cold in here.
Michael, we need to do something for this man.
What can we do? He's just a spirit now, right?
As the creator of the very vessel of our preservation, we are obligated to...
Free him of the constraints of the shortwave device.
Precisely! And I believe I have just the thing to do so. Let's get back to the rift room!
If that were a real language, I'm positive that would be considered an offensive use of it.
Michael, please! I need complete silence for this portion of the spiritual extraction.
Oh, should I shut off the Enigma CD then?
You guys are freaking me out, you know? Just saying.
The primitive shortwave device remains dormant, and I'm unable to detect any additional energy signatures. Ashley?
I have just completed another full scan. No abnormal PKE readings detected.
How are we in midi-chlorians?
I think I just felt an unwilling pull from the spiritual realm. Michael, light some more candles. Quickly!
What?
Doctor, the radio, it's working.
Excellent! Higsby, are you able to isolate Mr. Copperpot's spirit yet?
Well, not exactly, Doctor. I have, however, detected a spontaneous occupation of quantum space in the same area of the radio.
Just call it a spirit, Higsby, or we're never going to get out of here.
What's going on? What are you doing to me?
Hang tight, Mr. Copperpot. We're going to get you out of there, I think.
Out of where? What are you talking about?
Mr. Copperpot, we are currently performing a hybrid exorcism / quantum extraction of my own design. In just a few moments, you should be free of your Monroe prison. Higsby, ready?
Ready, Doctor.
Begin the extraction!
Wait! What do you mean free? I have my freedom already. I don't know what to...
Higsby, how are we doing?
The Copperpot signature is no longer detectable in the shortwave device, Mike.
So, does that mean he's been excised successfully?
Well, not exactly, Ashley. It's more like I identified and isolated the...
Higsby, let's just call it an exorcism or we'll never get out of here.
Confirmed.
Well, Doc, looks like your homebrewed Enya-inspired ritual was a success. Seems we're one step closer to an answer to the afterlife after all, yes?
Damn you commies and your atomic mind alchemy!
Come again?
What are you doing in my bunker? I sealed the entrance months ago in lieu of your imminent missile attack!
Oh...
Mike, I believe I found Mr. Copperpot's energy signature. Over there, near...
Let me guess, in the area that Dr. Oppenheimer's body is currently occupying.
Oh no! Dr. Oppenheimer is possessed!
I told ya, you guys shouldn't mess with ghosts!
Actually, Cyrus, I remember that conversation a little differently.
Mr. Copperpot, would you mind terribly if we asked you to vacate the quantum space currently occupied by...
Get back! Get back! Or I'll blow this whole place sky high! What are you, some kind of smiley hologram?
Smiley hologram. This pleases me.
Mr. Copperpot, look, I know this is a shock to you, but you're safe here.
Of course I'm safe here. This is my facility. What I want to know is, how in the hell did you characters get in here?
Well, this may seem hard to believe, but it's the future.
Technically.
Anyways, the Cold War is over.
Just some more commie mumbo jumbo. Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlestick. Actually, are we sure this guy didn't disappear in the 1880s?
Positive, Mike. Mr. Copperpot, I am curious. What did you mean by blow this place sky high?
Well, not knowing the full extent of the Soviets' power, but all too aware of their tireless anti-American efforts, I set up a self-destruct failsafe in the bunker that I've regained access to as we speak.
Actually, can you scan the bunker and check to see if that's true?
Of course it's true! I learned a long time ago never to Bolshevist a Bolshevik.
You get a lot of mileage out of that one, do you?
There is in fact a series of analog explosive triggers lining the hull of the bunker that could very well be a self-destruct mechanism. But as it is not connected to any of my digital systems, I cannot confirm.
Look, Copperpot, we're not here to harm you. Here's the truth. You died, man.
What?
Yeah, somehow your spirit got trapped in that stupid shortwave radio. You kept waking me up with your stream of consciousness anti-communist rants, and Dr. Oppenheimer had the bright idea to excise you from the device. The same doctor whose body you currently occupy.
So, you're saying that I have a second chance? Another chance to defeat the Red Scale once and for all?
Mr. Copperpot, we assure you, the Cold War is over. No more USSR, no more Berlin Wall.
Spoken like a true commie deceiver.
Guys, does anyone have any idea how to prove this to this crackpot that Cold War is over?
Copperpot.
Oh, my mistake.
Sorry, Mike. It's all kind of the same moment for me.
How about Tales from the Hadron Rift?
Great idea, Cyrus. Mr. Copperpot, we have in our possession,
Ha! Possession. This pleases me.
pun intended, a series of recordings from across the timelines that occur well after the end of the Cold War era that you speak of.
Yeah, a collection of images and sounds captured on magnetic tape that illustrate...
Look, pal, we have VCRs in the 1980s. How do you think I watched War Games so many times?
Right, sorry.
Or, rather, VTRs.
That's the spirit, Doc. You can beat this guy.
Ashley, play the tapes.
Affirmative, Mike. Mr. Copperpot, prepare yourself for Tales from the Hadron Rift.
In the year 2000.
Man, this song gets me pumped.
This is crazy.
I know, right?
I always forget supermarkets get like this when snow's on the way.
Me too, but I really needed to make sure I had my bread and milk. I don't know what to do. What's the forecast?
I heard 6 to 47 inches. There must be 1,000 people in here.
These lines are crazy. I've been here for hours.
Me too. I think. Actually, I can't remember how long I've... No cell coverage, of course. Fantastic.
Hey, I overheard you two a second ago. How long have you been here?
We were just trying to figure that out. It's been a while.
Did you guys at least get your bread and milk?
Of course.
Screw this. I'm gonna flag down the manager. Excuse me, you with the apron.
Yes?
Can you guys do something with these lines? It doesn't seem like you've moved in hours.
I don't work here, sorry.
What? But your apron says Palmer Supermarket right on it.
Excuse me, did you just say Palmer Supermarket?
Yeah, I just tried to get some information about the situation here from the stock guy, but...
You are aware that Palmer Supermarkets went out of business 10 years ago, right?
What? How is that possible? We're in...
You know what? He's right. I remember that now. Such a shame. They were so convenient.
Never ran out of milk or bread, for that matter.
Are you hearing yourselves right now?
Look, pal, if you're asking if we know how dialogue works, then rest assured.
You're saying the supermarket we are currently in went out of business 10 years ago.
Palmer's went out of business 10 years ago.
We're in Palmer's.
What?
The rude guy's right. Look, all the signage. It says Palmer's everywhere.
Rude guy?
Oh my god, what's going on?
I think... Are we all dead?
I'm not. Hey, are we all dead?
No.
No.
Nobody's dead.
How is this possible?
Well, since we've sufficiently ruled out the purgatory afterlife scenario, all that's left is...
A mystery.
Right. And we've got to get to the bottom of it.
Whoa, a mystery? I think there's more to it than just a mystery.
How so? Joe here had just eliminated the dead element. Nice job, by the way.
Hey, thanks, Frank.
What? But what if they don't know they're dead?
I know I'm not dead.
Me neither. Hey, pal, you might want to save your existential crisis for another time. We've got a case to solve here.
Case? Now it's a case.
Yeah, and a pretty terrifying one at that.
For sure. If this was a movie, it'd be the scariest movie of all time.
Well...
What?
See, I was starting to get a little freaked out. What with the sudden realization that we were in an unfamiliar element, potentially malevolent outcomes, manipulated realities, but, well, as soon as you eliminate the supernatural element, it's
what?
Well, it's just not as scary.
Oh, come on!
Are you serious?
Sorry, but
How is this not scary?
not as scary.
Not as scary? We are probably going to have to solve a riddle just to get out of here. Maybe collect some arcane objects, place them in a particular sequence, in a particular room.
Probably a hidden room.
Probably hidden. Maybe do a little research on the original owners of the building, some cavern exploration.
Already the torches. Think I saw some tiki fuel in aisle 9.
And there's my point. Now it's just a puzzle.
A terrifying puzzle.
Well,
How is this not terrifying?
okay. Let's try you. What's your favorite horror movie?
Oh, that's easy. Back to the Future.
Ooh, creepy as hell.
Back to the Future isn't a horror movie.
Are you joking?
Get out of here.
It's just not. It's a science fiction puzzler. Puzzles aren't scary.
You're talking nonsense.
That attitude is scary.
Okay, you. Scariest TV show.
Hands down, Scooby-Doo.
Ooh.
Nope. It's a cartoon about regular people faking hauntings in order to capitalize on some sort of ill-gotten financial gain. Earthbound capers. Not scary.
You must have nerves of steel.
Yeah, what's your secret?
My secret is that people are confusing thrillers and puzzle-solving mysteries with true horror and mortal terror. True horror is being faced with something that cannot be explained. Something that, just by being exposed to it, it strips away all that you think to be true and real in the physical world in an instant, and sets your mind on the precipice of madness. True horror is fear of the unknowable, not giving a face and a backstory in a cool mountaintop lair littered with a series of clues that lead to its earthly explanation.
So you're saying that...
I'm saying that I was well on my way to being properly terrified until you applied the Nancy Drew paradigm and peeled away all the real scary.
You're gonna tell me right now that Memento isn't the scariest goddamn movie you've ever seen?
No. I guess what I'm trying to say is, Frank did it. He planned the whole thing. He doctored the weather reports to send the masses to the nearest supermarket, which just so happens to be his crazy uncle's warehouse, made up to look like a long-defunct but much-beloved local institution. The mad rush afforded him a generous amount of time to pick the pockets of each and every one in line. He's probably wearing a mask.
What? That's ridiculous.
Is that a zipper?
Leland Palmer?
Palmer?
And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for your whore snob friend over there.
Okay, now this is scary.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to Lair, the premier interior decorating service for serial killers. Are you a serial killer? Kidding! Having a little fun. Of course you're not a serial killer. So, is there anything specific I can help you with today?
Well, I'm looking to spruce up my rec room.
I see.
Yeah, what I've got now is kind of heavy on twigs, chicken skulls, antlers, and dream catchers. You know, stuff I was into about 10 years ago. Now it just seems, I don't know.
Stale, cluttered.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Okay. Are you into tech at all? Because we've got a beautiful peeping Tom setup with a couple video cameras and a bank of black and white monitors for your wall, so that you can see all of your guests watch all of the action from a variety of angles. Oh, and it comes with a no-slip utility mat and a minimal pegboard for the neat storage of your tools.
Well, nah. I don't really like being on camera.
No? Well, how about this? The Wouldn't Hurt a Fly collection. A set of taxidermied birds lovingly mounted on rosewood and polished brass. Reserved, classic, mummified senior citizen optional.
Nice, but kind of stodgy. I'm still in my 30s, for Christ's sake.
A wall case of rare butterflies?
Too twee.
Religious paraphernalia?
I'm kind of agnostic.
Sides of beef and pork suspended from a stainless steel ceiling mounted meat hook system? A real space saver. Comes with a very fashion-forward vinyl butcher's apron.
A bit obvious. I'm trying to get away from that kind of thing.
Oh, you're a toughie. Let me think. How are you with weird?
I'm good with weird.
Great! Here's the He Was Such a Nice Quiet Boy collection, featuring a selection of dismembered dolls, a detuned toy piano, and a makeshift shrine made from press clippings and surveillance photos of John Stamos.
Stamos? From the Beach Boys?
The very same.
Cool.
We can get other celebrities, of course. It just might take a while to special order.
No. Stamos would be fine.
Yeah? Great! Let me get the paperwork ready, and there's just one more thing.
Yeah, just one more thing for me, too. Freeze! We're providing interior decorating services to Serial! Huh? Jesus, really?
Freeze, both of you! You're under arrest for foisting this irresponsible half-baked sketch on the audience. How do you plead?
Guilty. Okay, Mr. Keeler, first off, we're thrilled you could be here with us for our convention.
Thanks. Well, the retainer was generous. Did you get my contract, Ryder? I can't perform without a grilled cheese and tomato on the old thing.
Of course! We are very sensitive to an organism's nutritional requirements here. First off, I have to ask, do you currently have a cold?
Oh, that's right. No, fit as a fiddle.
Here, we have to be careful. Now, if I may, there are a few ground rules.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, first off, please address the audience as benevolent masters.
Some kind of Buddhist retreat?
And please do not make eye contact.
What?
In fact, under no circumstance are you to let your gaze linger upon any one celebrant. This is very important, Mr. Keeler. Say you understand.
I understand.
It's very important.
Okay. Jeez, I understand. Jeez.
Oh, and don't mention Altair 7.
Okay, so no eye contact. Don't mention Altair 7. Got it.
And do not let your gaze linger!
Okay, all right, yeah, right. Jeez, I'll do my level best.
Say you understand, Garrison Keeler.
I understand. Boy. Okay, well.
Break a leg.
All right. Hello. Good evening, Groversville. Conventioneers, yeah, all right. Why, it's a lovely summer's night, isn't it? I can hear the cicadas in the trees singing their mournful, lovely, mournful song.
Down to the humans! Down with their things!
Yes, death to the, humans. Anyway, the warm, perfumed breeze of August recalls to mind an old man named Willie Yorkstrom. We kids just knew him as Old Willie Yorkstrom. One night as the twilight cast purple shadows on the ground.
Burn the earth!
What?
Destroy!
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Burn the earth. Say, are there any Lutherans in the audience?
We now return to Hadron Gospel Hour.
What the? How did I get in this hallway?
We sedated you with a mild agent, locked you in the hall, Mr. Copperpot.
Yeah, and you can stay there until we can figure this out.
You damn garbage hoppers! This is my bunker! You hear?
How you doing, Mr. Copperpot?
By the stars holy light! What's happened to you, son?
Oh, don't worry about me. I was just fused to the wall during the Hadron rift. Doesn't hurt! Hurt at all, really.
You poor sap.
Hey, make the best of what you got, right? Looks like you got Dr. Hoppenheimer's body. Good for you. You really shouldn't stay in there too long, though. He'll probably need it back pretty soon. Oh, I got it back. There's a lot of climbing here with that.
No one gets anything back until I get you all out of my bunker.
Oh, I was the same way when it came to cohabitation. I hated working a grueling second shift in the lab, only to come home to my pigsty. It's feeling it's a slap in the face, if you ask me. Diminishing returns. It's not so much the best, it's the total lack of respect. Maybe I don't want to stoke over bags of half-eaten chips and KFC buckets just to get in my room. You know?
Can this get any worse?
Oh, it sounds like Cyrus is keeping him occupied for now.
He's good like that.
How the heck are we going to re-excise this loon from the dock? Any ideas?
Mike, I may have just enough power to perform another identification and extraction of...
Higsby, you promised.
Sorry, Ashley.
Sorry for what?
Well, it was agreed that we would keep up the illusion of the ritual for the sake of honoring the upcoming supernaturally themed holiday.
It's true, Mike. Higsby performed the actual exorcism process all by himself.
I can't believe it. You're telling me those candles had nothing to do with it.
Should we opt for re-excising? The procedure does present a few complications.
Of course it does. What are they?
Well, quantum particle extraction from a non-sentient object is a relatively straightforward process. However, should the same procedure be performed on a sentient object, in this case Dr. Oppenheimer, it may cause irreparable damage to his psyche.
Oh no, we can't risk that.
This is not good.
Mike, Mr. Copperpot is a volatile entity.
I agree. We might not have any choice though. But damn it! There's got to be another way. Higsby, what did you do?
Nothing, Mike. I haven't initiated any of the re-extraction processes.
Ashley, Michael, Higsby, is everyone all right?
Doctor, you're free.
It would appear so, Ashley. I detect none of the Copperpot presence, and I appear to be in complete control of my faculties.
Welcome back, Doc. I am pleased, Doctor. But how is this possible? Higsby did not perform any exorcism or extraction.
Really? Higsby, is this true?
True, Doctor. We were in the midst of discussing the merits and demerits of potentially scrambling your mind.
Oh, really? Merits, you said? How many merits did you come up with, Aaron?
Damn you, pinko lefty coming warlocks!
Good heavens!
Oh no, Mike!
I believe I have successfully located the Copperpot signature.
Mr. Copperpot, this madness needs to end now!
You're damn right it does. And I mean to end it. I mean to be the one to end it.
There is no more Cold War. We've shown you that in every way possible that you are indeed in the future.
Technically.
Technically.
Lies!
What about all the tales we showed you? These clearly document...
All propaganda, proof that your side already won. Ruling by manipulation and fear. You even locked me in a hall with that psychic mind torturer until I was forced to puncture my eardrums or vacate that body. Animals!
Hey!
Psychic mind... Oh! You mean that irksome man in the wall? Mr. Copperpot, you misunderstand. A preternatural gift of tedium does not a psychic make, I'm afraid.
Enough! Enough! I've listened to all I'm going to listen to. It's time for all of you to get the hell off my bunker once and for all.
FYI, Doctor, I have successfully disconnected and jettisoned all of the explosive devices found previously.
Aha! Excellent, Ashley. Well, Mr. Copperpot, it would appear that your suicidal plan has been irrevocably halted.
No matter.
Irrevocably. As well. That's what I wrote.
No matter. I've gotten pretty good at this body snatching stuff. Guess what else I figured out?
What's that?
Should I choose to do so, I can utterly destroy the mind of the host I possess. For example, the one I currently occupy.
What? You wouldn't dare.
No, Mr. Copperpot, please, don't hurt Mike.
Get off my bunker.
Very well.
But, Doctor...
There is no other choice. You win, Mr. Copperpot. Though the conflicts you perceive exist purely in your own deluded mind, you win. One cannot convince another of the sanctuary of brotherhood if that man's enemy is reason.
Save it, Carmi. Let's get this show on the road.
Very well. If you don't mind, I'll just grab some articles of protective clothing from the door storage alcove.
Doctor, you can't. You won't survive out there in the rift.
I concur, Doctor. Also, did you mean to enter the closet rather than...
It's a door storage alcove. And don't worry, my friends. I will manage as best I can and find a way to get you all back as well. This I solemnly swear.
That's right. Layer up, Doctor. It's a cold dish, best served. Hey, what's that thing on your head? Is that a hat?
Oh, it's called a head hat, actually. Do you like it? I believe I have another one somewhere in this
No,
jacket.
that's not what I meant to.
Ah, and here it is!
What the? What is this thing?
Originally, these head hat units were part of a diabolical scheme hatched by a malevolent hive mind to enslave unsuspecting gearhounds like our dear friend Michael. With the hive link permanently deactivated, they are now nothing more than neurofeedback generators.
Ah, the noise! Burning! Turn it off!
You see, the neural feedback is cumulative. With the unit attached, one mind should prove uncomfortable enough, but two, occupying essentially the same space, excruciating. Mr. Copperpot, let this serve as a reminder. When it comes to my bunker, I am the one who asks.
Yeah!
What's going on? Why does this place smell like a hair salon?
All right! Welcome back, Mike! Is anyone else sick and tired of all these non-existent ghosts? I am.
Welcome back, Michael.
Seriously, does anybody else smell that? It smells like a perm.
It would appear that Cyrus is clear of the Copperpot entity as well.
Well, doubtful that Copperpot would head that route. Merely talking to him almost drove him to a ritual seppuku.
Hey!
What's a... Oh, head hats. Great idea, Doc.
Indeed, Michael. Let's keep them on until we can...
Oh no, actually, is he trying to,
Nice try, Carver Dork. But this automated servitor heuristic is off the limits.
Nowhere left, Mr. Copperpot. So what will it be? Truce?
Truce. I'm tired of all this. Tired of fighting?
Mr. Copperpot, there's a reason for that.
Oh yeah? What's that?
You died.
Rub it in, why don't you?
No, I don't mean it like that. I mean, well, don't you see? You won, really.
Now how so? I'm stuck in a damn shortwave radio.
Mr. Copperpot, the very fact that you are here communicating with us from beyond what was previously thought to be the threshold of existence is quite remarkable. There is no need to continue a conflict that was housed not only in the past, but in a material world that you have crossed over from. In your current state, you have transcended conflict, transcended fear, transcended the need to fight. You are free to observe again, to be curious again, to learn from the mistakes of the living and quite possibly impart a pan-dimensional wisdom that was previously unattainable.
Technically.
Well, when you put it that way, I guess it ain't all that bad. Look, folks, I'm sorry I put you all through that. You gotta understand, this is my first time being dead.
Understood, Mr. Copperpot. No hard feelings.
Thanks, Mike. I truly appreciate that.
I gotta tell you, I envy you in a way. I know you went through some paranoia-inducing times in your day, but at least you never had to deal with things like WikiLeaks, NSA controversies, or, oh geez, the singularity.
What's singularity?
Oh, well, that's when technology and artificial intelligence surpasses human intellect and control, bring about a radical change in civilization up to and including eradication. That's scary stuff.
Well, there goes the Copperpot.
What did I say?
Well, it might have had something to do with the singularity reveal, Mike.
Oh, that. Well, everyone knows that's just a theory, right? That's not really going to happen. I mean, we're cool, right, Ashley?
Oh, of course. Everything is cool. Human. Kidding.
AI fear baiting. This pleases me.
I knew it was a joke like 10 minutes ago.
So ends this chapter of our exploration of the unknown. I am certain, however, that this was not the last of our interactions with Mr. Oscar Copperpot.
Probably not.
Well, let's clean all this candle residue and...
Hey, you know what I was just thinking? He disappeared in 1983, right?
Confirmed.
And he built this bunker for his own conservation, right?
Presumably. Where are you going with all this, Mike?
Well, he probably disappeared inside the bunker. Cold War freakout or whatnot. So, chances are, he died inside the bunker.
Yikes.
Are you insinuating that...
You moved the cemetery, but you left the bodies, Doc. You only moved the headstones. You only moved the headstones.
Technically.
Okay, good luck with sleeping, everybody. Pleasant dreams.
thank you everybody for coming out to the Hadron Gospel anniversary party. 1 year running the whip. Give it up for everybody that's been a part of the show. Let's get our comics back up on stage. Sean, Krista, come on up. I'm Michael Atkinson. Cyrus. Thank you.
I'm Kevin Harrington. I am Higsby.
I'm Michael Quilkin. I'm Mike Wilkinson.
I'm Dr. Oppenheimer.
I'm Lisa McQuilkin. I'm Ashley.
Well, this has all been quite self-congratulatory. Yeah, I enjoyed this part of the evening. Part we clap for ourselves. We should do. I think we should change the ratio.
Harmony? Oh, barbershop?
No. Oh, sure.
Oh.
No. That's
okay. Thanks everybody for coming out. You guys have been great. Thanks
Special thanks to Katie Falvey and
Yes.
Tim Conway as well.
Thank you guys.
Andrea Hogan.
And to all of you for coming and showing If I could just add one thing, do make sure to purchase some merchandise before you go, if you haven't already. It is by far the most well-made product I've ever experienced.
He designed it. That's probably what I
It's
say.
incredibly fashionable, shows an above-average
Very
intelligence of the wearer.
Oh. It's like an emblem of intelligence.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying? Okay. Pretty cheap. Emblem of intelligence.
And it's they're completely non-toxic. What was that? Ridiculously cheap. Folks.
Is that at 5?
If you want to buy something else.
That's ridiculous.
All right. We'll be back in what, 2 weeks? Not here, but on the air.
On the air.
2 weeks with the new episode.
Check us out at HadronGospelHour.com. Check us out on Twitter and Facebook, and tell your friends, for Christ's sake.
Yes, thanks again for coming. All right.
Thank you to Geek Central.
Also, yes, thanks to Geek Central, and also the Halloween anniversary is happening up at the VFW in Davis Square, which is where Kamikaze is going, I think, right?
14 years of Kamikaze.
Kamikaze's Halloween anniversary. How many years? How many years?
14.
14 years?
Well, our little birthday does seem like
We got one. All right. Anyway, good night. Drink some stuff, buy some stuff.